Yeah, what's up YouTube? General Tony here, coming back with another very helpful video today. Today I'm going to be testing out the difference between giants and golems. Which is better, which is cheaper, more expensive, and which troop basically is the most optimal to use when raiding, when trying to get loot, or when trying to get trophies. So to start with, I'm going to be showing you a giant wizard P.E.K.K.A, so a G-wipe raid that I've already done. The top one here inside of the attack log, and then we're going to go ahead and do a golem raid, so the exact same troop compositions, except we're going to be changing up the giants for the golems. First raid's coming right up. So we've got 18 giants, 6 wall breakers, we've got some wizards, a couple of P.E.K.K.As, barbarian king, archer queen, and a raid spell. I've started by spurring in some of the giants on the right hand side of the camp and throwing in a raid spell with some wall breakers to get right inside the base and try and take out as many walls as possible. So the giants are going in. Now, the obvious bad thing that you're going to see straight away is a lot of them got flung off the screen by spring traps and just quite a few traps in general, bombs, etc. So at least half of the giants have already been taken out. The P.E.K.K.As are in there causing a bit of damage, obviously taking out a lot of the focus from some of the defenses. The barbarian kings decided to go around the outside as per usual, and the archer queen's just in there doing her thing. So as you can see, there's about, what, two, three giants there. There's none there, and there's one up there left. So if these were golems, how do you think it would have changed the dynamics of this game, of this raid in particular? So we still get that one giant up there, and two down there. But they're not really, there's three of them down there. They're not really doing anything. They're really slow. And that one's just hitting a random roll. The archer queen's clearing up. The wizards are clearing up. Barbarian king's going around the outside. I don't think the giants have really even done anything. I think they cost quite a bit, and they took almost 100 spacing within this raid. I think they took 90 housing space. We had 18 of them, so they took 90 housing space, which is a lot. We could have substituted them for something far more optimal. Maybe even 3 golems instead of those 18 giants. How do you think the raid would have gone? Would we have maybe had a full health barbarian king at the end instead of him dying? Anyway, we got the 3 stars. That base wasn't particularly hard though. We got the 100k gold, 189k elixir, and 320 dark elixir, plus the 33 trophies. So inside of the camps, it's basically going to be the same troop composition, apart from the obvious fact that the giants have been switched for 2 fantastic golems. So we got 2 level 1 golems, bear in mind, they were level 5 giants, they didn't really do much. I understand that level 6 giants are a hell of a lot better than level 5, but I don't have a level 6 yet, and I will test this out when the time comes. I do think that golems can take on a high level base in comparison to giants, especially level 5 giants. So let's go ahead and find a raid and see what kind of loot we can come across. Alright guys, so we've landed on this Town Hall 8. Now the base itself is a little bit harder. It has a hell of a lot more gold than the previous one I've raided, and it has quite a lot of elixir, dark elixir as well, and a fair bit of elixir. So we're going to go ahead and raid this base. Now we've got the equivalent of basically what we brang previously, except we've got, instead of using 90 housing space for the giants or golems, we've only used 60, so there's only 2 golems. There are instead 18 wizards instead of 12, and we've also got the 2 additional barbarians, just because there was spacing there. We've got 2 extra wall breakers, we've got the king, we've got the queen, and we've got 1 raid spell, just as we had in the previous raid. So I'm going to go ahead and choose a side to attack from. I'm going to come in from this the left wing, right here. So the reason for doing this is it's got 2 mortars on this side and that wizard tower, and I want to get rid of them as quick as possible. I'm going to start just by deploying a couple of these wizards and the archer queen just to take out these structures on the outside of the base, and follow in with the 2 barbarians, a couple more wizards just to clear stuff, and I'm going to go ahead and drop a rage spell in there pretty soon. Do those golems, drop the rage spell, in go the P.E.K.K.As as well. Hopefully these wall breakers are going to get inside of the base, drop the barbarian king, clean up with some of the wizards at the back, and drop that last wall breaker. Okay, so they're moving inside of the base now. And those golems are pretty much full health, and they've been around for quite a while already. A lot of the giants were taken out at this point. I'm going to rage up the king pretty soon as well, just to get the raid moving a bit faster. Once again, these P.E.K.K.As have decided to go around the outside of the base. I'm not quite sure why they do it. I hope they're going to be able to take all the loot from this raid. I'm going to go ahead and rage up the king right now. Those golems are still acting as massive meat shields for this raid. Queen's getting hit by that mortar, but it's starting to take its toll on her health. The king is starting to go down as well. We're going to go ahead and send in the clan castle now to hopefully clean up that dark elixir, and what you know, they decide to go around the base instead of going for the loot in the center. I want them to get that dark elixir, which is in the center of the base. The golems are still pretty much full health, so as you can see, they've done a hell of a lot better than the giants have. If those P.E.K.K.A.s had gone inside of the base rather than around, then I think this raid would have gone a lot differently. I think they would have been able to clear up a lot more than what they actually have been able to. The king has gone down, but there's still that one golem left there. Maybe we sent in the king and the P.E.K.K.A.s a little bit too early. I probably should have waited as long with the wall breakers. I did waste quite a few wall breakers. Hopefully the P.E.K.K.A. is still able to clear up some of the base and the archers can get into the center. So that wall's going down. There's only 30 seconds left, and these archers haven't done what I wanted them to do. I wanted them to go into the center, but they didn't manage to do it. So I'm not actually going to get any of that dark elixir. It doesn't appear. The P.E.K.K.A. has finally decided to make its way into the base, but it's far too late. The wizard tower is starting to go down. The golems are still alive. I don't even think they've lost half the health, really, or about half the health, to be honest, which is nothing. Come on, you can clean up some of that gold quickly, 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 quickly. Yeah, we cleaned up a little bit of it. So I think if the raid had carried on, we would have managed to get the 3-star, or obviously if there was another minute or so left. So that tells me that the golems are in fact a lot more optimal to use in comparison to giants when going for a harder base. But if you want something that's more quick done and something that's a bit easier, maybe a Town Hall 7 or a Town Hall 8, not as advanced as this one, then maybe you want to use giants. So we're going to go ahead and do the ultimate test. And this is going to be very weird, but it's going to be something which will be interesting. So guys, I'm going to go ahead and train up 2 golems and 12 giants. I'm going to attack a base which is very simplistic, not as advanced, because I'm only using these giants and these golems. I don't want to add any additional troops because I want to see them just 1v1, see what's better, see how they react. On top of that, I will use wall breakers to get them inside of the base. So it's just going to be wall breakers, golems, and giants. Yeah, guys, so we're back and we have the troops trained. We got the giants, the wall breakers, and we got those beautiful little golems sitting in the camp. So we're going to go ahead and find the raid, which is a little bit more simple than the previous 2 that we've done, for the simple fact that we have no firing troops. We haven't got the archers, we haven't got the wizards, we haven't got anything to shoot over the walls, apart from the archer queen, of course. But I want to test the golems and the giants without sending in the royalty first, just to see which is better, which gets through the walls quicker, and which kind of takes down defenses faster. So let's go ahead and find a raid. Alright guys, so we've landed on this Town Hall 8. Now, it's not easy, but it doesn't appear to be too hard. And it does seem to have quite a large opening here. All it has is 2 layers of wall, so I'm pretty sure I can get inside of this base quite quickly. I'm going to start by deploying 2 golems and then the 12 giants all in one go. Now I've got quite a lot of wall breakers. Ing's going to go the Barbarian King as well. The wall breakers are going to get in there pretty fast, I think. Kind of deployed them all in the same time, trying to get inside of that base. There we go, they're inside now. So let's see the damage that these troops can do. So the giants are going down pretty fast actually, but they do have a golem with them, which is going to create some sort of meat shield for them, as the golem has a lot more health than the giants. Quite a lot of those defenses have gone down already though. The Barbarian King is once again, please don't go around the outside of the base. Oh my god, I really hate this guy. Alright guys, so the giants are making their way inside of the base now, right into the center. The golem's there as well. That golem has gone down pretty fast actually. Both of them are quite low health. Hopefully the Barbarian King turns around and comes inside. Nope, he's going for the camp. Okay, so the mortars are going down at least, so there won't be anything to really take out the Archer Queen, causing mass amount of damage. The Barbarian King has decided now to come inside. We're going to wait for him to break through that wall, then rage him up. The Archer Queen's going to clear out the center of the base, get us the town hall, and hopefully some of the loot around the outside. I'm going to send in the clan castle here just to take out this archer tower so I can clear up some of that loot as well. In goes the Barb King, so I'm going to rage him up now. Hopefully he's going to clear out this entire lane and maybe get some of that loot for us as well. Those level 6 minions are going to go to work and clear off those collectors around the outside of the base. The king's gone down pretty fast actually. I'm surprised. He's going to go down. There he goes. So hopefully the queen can clear that cannon and then go on to some of the other structures. The minions and the archers are going to take out some of this as well, get some of that loot for us. There's the queen. She's going to hopefully take out the king as well. So the golems and the giants are all down. Now, in my opinion, just looking at the golems and giants, I think they were pretty equal, to be honest. There wasn't anything that really stood out for me. Obviously, the giants took out more of the defenses, but the golems acted as the meat shields and took most of the hit points from the giants. So as you can see, we managed to get quite a bit of loot, but we didn't manage to clear the entire base. So in my opinion, looking at the overall facts of this video, I would say the golems are a fantastic troop if composed with the right army. So if you're using golems, you need to be using something which has high attack points. So you need to be using wizards and you need to be using P.E.K.K.A.s. It's literally a must, and witches, or something which can literally just force power upon the defenses. The reason for this is the golems have such low attack points that they're literally useless at attacking. They're just used as meat shields. They're like tanks. They're there to take the firepower. Giants, on the other hand, they're kind of in between. You could use an army of giants and you could get quite far into a base. You're never going to get the 3-star just using giants. They're too slow. They don't have enough defense points in terms of going through an entire base, so you do need to chuck something else in there with them. Their attacker, on the other hand, is pretty decent, and it is able to take out quite a lot of enemy bases. As you saw there, they managed to take out 3 or 4 of the mortars, a couple of wizard towers, and there was only 12 of them, which isn't really a great deal. That's only 60 housing space. If you found this video helpful, guys, please hit that like button below. It really helps me out. Share and favourite the video with your friends if you can. Comment, subscribe if you haven't already, and stay tuned for many more videos to come. As ever, thank you so much for watching. Peace out.